Welcome to Gym Owner Freedom. I am Scott Carpenter, and I am a former broke, struggling, frustrated, and overworked gym owner that felt stuck no matter what I did to try and improve the business. Once I realized that the answer wasn't what I thought it was, just getting more clients, and after really doing the math on acquisition and churn rates, I realized I wasn't even playing a winnable game to begin with. With my current price structure, mathematically, there was no way I could afford to pay my staff so I could scale up and out of the business, that I can have the time, the money, the impact, and the freedom that I always knew I was capable of. Once I learned how to add value by selling transformational programs to people who needed more than just workouts, everything changed in my life. Today, I own 6 gyms that all run without me, and I am free to pursue my passion projects and work just because I love to, not because I have to. And if that's a goal that we mutually share together, then this is the show for you. I'm going to teach you the framework to make way more money with less clients and open up a world of possibilities to you. Subscribe, leave a review, and tune in every week. It'll change your life. I promise you that.
Dude, what is going on? Happy, what is it, Thursday?
Happy Thursday.
Well, what's going on, my brother? How's your Thursday going? This is going to be an intense live training today. I've been looking forward to it all week.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one. Today after your post and everything, I looked at it and actually had somebody message me who said, I'm not really sure if we're going to do, high ticket in the gym because my coaches don't want to do it. My trainers don't want to do it. And I actually broke down the math off of your post today. And I was like, how kumbaya, how woo-woo that your post today is exactly what this other guy needed to hear, sent him that, and we're booking a call off of it. So, it shows that, the world, the universe, whatever you want to say, is telling us right now this is what we need to talk about. So I can't wait to dive in with you and hear more.
I love it, man. And I love right now, like I'm so blessed and I'm so excited that I'm actually back in. So we're piloting some new things for Greenlight, 5 minutes away. So for the first time in a long time, like I'm actually back in the club. I even did a few consults over the past couple of days. It's just, sometimes I teach this for a living now, and sometimes I forget just how impactful that conversation is with the end user. So I'm super pumped with the lives that I'm on, because we're just going to really kind of open up the closet, and I'm going to share everything that we're doing inside of our club. I'm not a big fan of talking theory. I'm going to talk about, this is exactly what we're doing right now. This is what's working. I'll be honest, these are the things that we're trying that's not working. We're in a world now that there's just there's so many people that just kind of blabber on with, you should try this, you should try this. And it's just, man, I have so much more excitement getting on these lives, and we're trying out things, and we're falling on our ass here and there, which is fine. But we're also hitting some home runs too. So I'm super freaking pumped for this one today.
I've got a reply to that, but I'm gonna mute myself real quick so I can at everybody, and then
okay, cool. Well, let's dive into this here. Okay, guys. So we're piggybacking off of last week's conversation when we really focused on 100% going all in an acquisition. The training was Mayor of the City. So what we covered last week was like getting out there and being the face of your community. Okay. And why that connects to the training today, 2018, 2019 ago, like Scott challenged me to be the mayor of Glendale. Okay. So like my location, it was doing good. Right. And looking back at it, like right now, if you go to our Arrowhead location, we have a lot of 5-star reviews, had a great freaking community, just an insane community. And I had 0 turnover in staff for, I think, 3.5 or 4 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It was a perfect club, but I wasn't excited about our offer, right? Like I said it in the post, like I was a professional. Hey, we're going to sell you a 12-pack of one-on-one personal training sessions, and it's $840. And I can still remember, like, I was never excited about just asking for that, right? Like, I would get the sweaty palms, the knot in my stomach. Like, it didn't get me out of bed, right? And because of that, I didn't do any business outreach. Like, I didn't want to be the mayor of my city just because, like, like I just looked at myself as, you know, a really good personal training studio that
Yeah.
passed out workouts and sent over meal plans. So I knew that there was something more out there. So the reason that we're going to talk about today's training is you have to define what are your uniques. That what do you do better than anyone in the world? Okay. Now keep in mind, we're all doing the same crap at the end of the day. We all believe in strength training. We all believe in some type of nutrition. And at some point, we're going to believe in some type of like accountability and mentorship. So we're all selling the same thing. So what I'm going to go through, like with my uniques, it's not anything revolutionary, but it's revolutionary to me and my voice and my mission. So when you nail your three uniques, what makes your program, like I said, like the program that can change the world? That's my mindset right now with Greenlight Mesa. What are we going to do to change the community? What are we going to do to change the state? What are we going to do to change the world? And just because I can muster all that up in a mason jar, I can go out there and I can connect. But even more importantly than that, my business partner, my GM, the guy that's running day-to-day Brandon, he believes in it just as much as I do. So think of that, guys. Just imagine if it's you, but then your entire staff, you all believe in this mission that you're on to go out and impact the community and shake hands and kiss babies. Think about how much more compliant you're going to be to when someone stops you in the park and says, "Hey, Dave, what do you do?" No, I change lives. Like you're going to come in, we're going to kick your butt in here for 60 minutes a week, and we're going to design a freaking meal plan that you love. It's not anything what I said right there. It's how I said it. So my goal for you guys coming off of this call today is for you to really analyze and think about, like, what do you do that's the best in the world, and put that into a mason jar. And what I challenged you to do last week will be so much more realistic. You're going to look forward to it just because you're going to be excited. And it's the same thing with dieting, right? If you're not looking forward to doing it, then you're going to fall on your ass. So kind of what our mission is at PTL is teaching you guys how to do the dirty work, the work that maybe you don't really want to do, like outreach. No one wants to do outreach. Like, what can we do to build that mindset to make it fun and enjoyable? And a lot of it really starts with like having the base of, I believe that I have the best program in the world. Anything else to add to that, Pricey, before we dig into the meat and potatoes of this?
Yeah, no, I think that is so huge, is understanding two things. Like, this is my offer and I completely believe in my offer for these reasons, right? And then to add on to that, and this is what makes it unique, right? So like my uniqueness in my offer and everything is one thing. Man, I make you your own personal hero. Me and you have talked about this. You've sent me text messages like, "Hey, I'm thinking about this idea. Hey, I'm thinking about that idea." And then I shoot back, can you feel that? Can you see it? Can you smell it? Can you take that on? Can you like live within what you're telling me now? That's going to absolutely motivate you. And you were very honest in this conversation this
Really
week.
hard.
Yep, there we go. Well, it was still live, so people got to see
Still live.
that.
It's still going to work.
Yeah, but they get to see, or you've seen that, that's part of this, is developing that own personal character, that own personal hero, whatever you want to call it, right? And even with a lot of our legends, it's taking those pillars, taking that uniqueness, and then taking it to that next level that just like you said, makes me jump out of bed in the morning, makes me get on the DMs and DM gym owners all day long and enjoy it. You think I enjoyed DMing gym owners before? No, not at all. I've worked with other mentorship companies. I've worked with other things, but when you buy into these things, you can't help yourself because you've got the best offer in the world, and you know that you can help people, and it works the same. As we teach these same principles to gym owners, they're just like, yeah, I want to get on the DMs. I want to help those people. I want to get to those people that want this help.
I love it, man. So let's talk about money now, though, right? So like everyone that probably clicked on this, like, Dave is a wild man, $549 and 66 cents. I don't have my notes in front of me per hour.
Yeah.
So how the heck are you doing that? I'm a pretty skilled salesperson, I would say. Like I teach PT Legends, but honestly, I'm not the most skilled person. Like I still watch some Andy Elliott. Like I still, I love Joe Marcoux stuff. Like I'm not the most skilled salesperson in the world. The one word that I feel that describes me more than anything, though, is convicted.
Yeah.
Convicted. So if you have conviction, even if you don't have a 10 out of 10 skill set when it comes to overcoming objections, you can ride that conviction and you can double, you can triple, you can quadruple, you can 10x your price. Okay. So like, we're not going to talk tactics today of how I'm charging what I'm charging, because it honestly has little to do with it. It's that underlying reasoning of why. I know, like, consult came in yesterday. I shook her hand and I was jacked up. I'm excited. I'm like, are you ready to change your life today? So it's like, that's my intro with her. Deja was her name. So like, let's use a real life example. So Deja to the club, are you ready to change your life? I'm excited about the workout. So we'll get into like the uniques of my workout. It was high five. We put her through a workout. We come back to we have couches that we utilize at our Greenlight Mesa location. We set her down on the couch. And this is where I freaking forget the power of the conversation. I start asking Deja questions about herself. Okay. And Deja, she wants to lose like 25 pounds, has a 9-month-old, 5-year-old. And it was all like, it's all surface level stuff, right? Dave, and like we were pulling back some layers, right? Like she wanted to be a little bit more, comfortable in her own skin, right? It's like she wanted to put herself as a priority, it's good. But we got to the point into the conversation to where I realized like she needs to be challenged. So there's kind of that awkward silence. I'm looking at her and I'm like, Deja, why are you really here? Like, just be 100% real, be open, be honest with me right now. Like, I want to know what your North Star is. And she said, like, I just want to love myself, Dave. So, yeah. So just having that right there, how much conviction and confidence do I have? Because I believe in my program to say, you're a perfect fit for our 63-day transformational program.
Yeah.
Investment to the program, ours right now, and I'll break down the math, is $2,400. Are you ready to move this thing forward? It was the same a dollar amount that it came out that if it would have been $2.49. And the reason being is like, I knew that the real reason Deja came in, it wasn't weight loss, right?
Right.
Because like she was even uncomfortable in her own skin. It was because she hasn't loved herself for a very long time. And after digging in, like I think she said it's been a decade since like she was really like,
oh man, yeah,
myself. So that $23.99, the how behind it, right? My uniques, right? I just connected it to that underlying reason, right? Yep. So step number one with the uniques, this is where you guys can get out your pen and paper. Unique number one is you have to define who you love working with. It all starts there. Okay. So step number one, guys, for me, I'm a parent right now. Pricey, you're a parent. I guarantee if you start a fitness movement today, you're probably going to be talking a lot about parents, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because it inundates my life.
Yep. And what else are you, Pricey? I think you're an entrepreneur. You're a busy professional.
I'm a very, very busy professional, and I have a disabled daughter who requires a lot of care. So, yeah.
So I think between those two, the pain points of that busy parent.
Yeah.
The pain points of the busy entrepreneur. We were talking before about just the stresses of the day-to-day.
Yep.
You understand those two pain points more than most people in this world. Would you agree with that statement?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
So step number one is I'm just going to talk to that person.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the 20-year-old version of myself. So the uniques that we're going to build, they're specifically for this person. And for me, it's the busy professional, it's that entrepreneur, it's the realtor, it's the lawyer, it's the 40-year-old version of me with 2 or 3 kids, and it's just hard to freaking balance life. Or it's my mom. My mom is the best mom in the world, and she put herself on the back burner. So all the messaging that I put out, like I have to connect with, this is the person that I want to help and serve. Yeah. So step number one, before you start building, we cover it in our 8-week launch, the pillars of the program, is you really have to get laser focused on who do I want to help and serve. That is step number one, is the most vital, because if you're out there just trying to talk to everyone, then you can't even offer really anything that's truly unique to begin with. Anything else to add, Pricey?
No, I was actually going to ask, well, what if I want to offer everybody? But then you answered that question.
No, it doesn't work. So step number 2, we call it building the pillars of your program. Okay. So your 3 uniques, okay, they have to be specifically designed for that person's pain point. Okay. So the 3 uniques of Greenlight, we covered them last week. I'm going to kind of rehash it out. Right. So I think we're all in agreement here that almost everyone tuning in, listening, there's 3 core pillars to what we do. Okay. So there's the fitness aspect. Okay. So fitness in the gym, outside of the gym. We're all doing something from a nutritional angle, and we're doing something when it comes to an accountability. Okay. If I just go through a program with Deja, though, and tell her about my program, and it's not for her, it doesn't get me fired up, then she's not going to feel that energy. Period. No way. So, what are my uniques for my avatar? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, number one, and I believe this wholeheartedly, Pricey, you believe in this wholeheartedly, time efficient workouts.
Yep.
No ifs, no ands, no buts. I believe in it. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a better workout out there, but I believe in my freaking DNA that we at Greenlight have the most time efficient workout in the entire world.
Right. Yep.
Period. Both fans or buts. Okay. Now, is there anything special about the time efficient workout? Well, I might be selfish and say yes. There isn't really. I know you guys listening, you guys are really fired up. You're really passionate about whatever form of training that you guys are doing.
Yeah. CrossFit, powerlifting, speed, any of it. Yeah.
Anything. And then if you're connecting it to that avatar, so when I'm talking to Deja, this is how I pitched our workout. Okay. It wasn't, you're going to come to the gym for 2 30-minute sessions. It's like, Deja, your balance, you have a 9-month-old, you have a 5-year-old. You said your 9-month-old, she lives on you. You've tried the F45, you've tried the Orange Theory, you've tried the CrossFit. The bottom line is you keep on falling on your tail every single time because you haven't met anything that meets you at your level that only requires 60 minutes a week in the gym. She's like, okay. So you see that uniqueness right there, it sets me apart from anybody else.
Right.
But it's specifically for Deja's story, her pain points. And I connected that to what else? You're going to be safe. With the workout in here, and I let her experience the workout first. We worked her through 5 sets, and I asked her, like, how safe do you feel right now? 10 out of 10. So for these busy these busy professionals, really the 2 things, guys, that they want more than anything, they want something that is time efficient to where it's not kicking the crap out of their body to where they're throwing out their back every other week. So my uniques at Greenlight, what we're doing when it comes to a training angle, it's time efficient workouts that keep your body safe. And we tie that into, this is some people call it daily movement. We call it Fit in 15. But I'm not just saying we're going to design a plan for you to do outside of the gym. I'm connecting it to Deja's story. So Deja, she legitimately, her baby lives on her. So I'm like, what we're going to do for you is we're going to carve out 15 minutes every single day where you're doing something. Are you going to burn a few calories? Yes, but it's not about burning calories. This is the fact that you're going to put yourself number one. You're going to be on, it's going to be on that calendar. It's a non-negotiable. You're going to do something for you every day. So you see how between those 2 uniques that solves Deja's very specific pain points and story, there's nothing more that she's looking for when it comes to the fitness pillar. So that's the uniques that we believe in when it comes to our strength training. All right. So my challenge to you guys out there is figure out what really gets you out of bed with your workouts. But more importantly, how does that connect to your avatar's pain points? Because if you can connect those 2 guys, they are going to shake their head. They're not going to compare you to anyone else.
Yeah. Today, actually, in another DM, I got asked, hey, would you be willing to send over your basic sales script? And I was like, I can't. And it's not because, I don't want to, or we don't have it written up or whatever, but it's the fact that you teach selling from a framework, but you teach connecting. And it's such an important piece that there is no real perfect sales script. And I think it's one of the beauties of what you teach it's actually, I remember when I was going through it with you and everything, because you were like, Pricey, you got to go through this. You got to understand it if you're going to sell it. And you're absolutely right. And we were going through it and you're like, I teach a framework and then we're going to talk to each individual person. I'm going to teach you how to connect and how to pull out those things so that you really know them. And by the end of it, I think I looked at you and said, my God, I think that's the best fitness sales training I've ever been given, and it's because of that. So if somebody's out there just telling you oh, here's the script that's going to change your life and teach you everything. No, it's really in what Dave's talking about, the secret sauce of let me really teach you how to connect. And then when we're actually in our pitch, how to use it appropriately.
Yeah, the pitch is all about Deja.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, you
I
just
love
had
my numbers.
somebody. You just had somebody tell you that they haven't loved themselves for a decade. How in the world are you going to sit there and talk about a workout and the features
No,
of a workout and the fact that we got a sauna and that you're
infrared.
like, are you kidding me? Like, no, you talk about how she's going to love herself again.
So here's the beautiful thing, guys. Within our strength training, we do everyone, we don't even sell 3 workouts a week. It's 2 30-minute sessions. Okay. That's what we sell. And they're not even in a one-on-one environment. It's all 3x1 training. So we'll walk through the next 2 pillars and really connect it till we just sell transformations. That's how we come up with, I think, the $91 price point per session. I don't have my notes in front of me. I think it's north of $90 that we charge for basically an overlapping PT 30-minute session that they only perform 2 times a week. So that's the how behind it. Yeah. The how behind it is why is Deja not going to ask about the third workout? Because we've sold it as 2 times a week because the actual pro is the benefit. Why? It's just going to give her the additional time in her schedule to do the things that she needs to do. And she's going to be so much more compliant with 2 times a week workouts. So that's how the math buckles down, guys. We max out our groups at 3. We do 30-minute sessions. So that's a 6-person group. And there's, north of $90. That's how our hourly rate, in our club, if we have 6 people going through a transformational program, is north of, I guess, $550 or just under 550.
Just under, yeah. 91.61 at 549.66.
Love it.
Yeah.
So that's, guys, write it down. What makes your freaking workout? I do this all the time in our sales calls. Sell me your workout right now. And keep in mind, it's not about the workout, but it's about that conviction and that honesty, right? And as long as we're connecting that to that person's pain point, they'll feel it. They'll feel it. And if you can get them to feel something when you're going through your program and it's about them, it's impossible for them not to sign up for some program. So that's the fitness program. Anything else to add, Pricey, to the fitness program, or really connecting it and diving into those uniques?
No, sir. I think we move on to the next.
Okay, nutrition. I never talk about metabolism. Okay, I never talk about macronutrients. Okay, like it's just people don't care about that. Okay, so let's once again let's talk about Deja. So Deja has done the keto thing. She did the intermittent fasting thing. Like we went through kind of her diet history, and the thing that she was lacking more than anything was certainty. So she was lost and frustrated. She's like I kind of know what to do, but then I do it and realize I don't really like it. That's the key. She doesn't like it. She has no idea what to do. For most people that come in, especially if they're busy moms, if they're busy dads, busy professionals, there's so much information out there. Even the smartest people in the world, if they're not in this field, they have no idea what their starting point is. So they feel lost, they feel stuck, they feel frustrated with anything when it comes to nutrition. So me talking about metabolism or customizing macronutrients, what's that going to do? It's just going to add to that. So we've really developed, and what really gets me jacked up with our green light nutrition is we believe in the 4 F's. Okay. And guys, this is how I sell it too. It's Deja, we're going to build a plan that you're going to have fun with, that's flexible. You like making cookies. Guess what? We're going to teach you how to make the cookies. But more importantly, you have those 2 little ones. We're going to teach you how to incorporate it with your family and your friends. So you're not just following it for the next 9 weeks, but you're following it for the rest of your life. That's it. That's how I describe nutrition. That's what gets me really jacked up and excited. That's the offer that I just put inside of that eSmart group that I was telling you about, Pricey. Mm-hmm. I'm not just talking about nutrition. What did I offer that group? We're doing a taco freaking pizza party at my house. I have 10 people confirmed to come to there. Those are high quality
nice
guys. But once again, it was why. It wasn't like we're doing a cooking class. We're going to teach you guys to have some fun. We're talking taco pizza style. So from a marketing angle, what am I talking about? Talking about uniques and how it solves specific pain points. So with nutrition, guys, it's legitimately the only thing we mention inside of our pitch is how our 4F equation is going to set them free from diet culture. They're going to be able to enjoy it with their family. They're going to be able to enjoy it with their friends, and they're going to be able to enjoy it past the 9 weeks. And then what happens? Then they can lose the weight and they can keep it off forever.
Yeah.
The ones.
Yeah, I don't talk about it often, but since me and you have just been working together and everything, since I came into PT Legends and we talked the first time about diet, like You brought tacos, pizza, really buttery steaks, chicken sandwiches, just all kinds of food that I was afraid to touch and everything, and wasn't losing weight. I was 300 pounds when I joined PT Legends. Former powerlifter, big guy, loved to eat, all of that, and was just struggling with it. And Dave was like, of course you can eat all that, and here's how. Right. Taught me how to eat everything that I enjoy. And yeah, we do pizza, family pizza Fridays like every single week now. And I'm now down to about 265 pounds, like and easy and that same thing. So if pizza and chicken sandwiches and tacos aren't in your diet, like, come on, we got to help people out. We got to help them out and make it fun, make it flexible.
But guess what? Maybe you're like, Dave is I'm a flexible dieter at heart. Maybe you're not, you're jiving with that message. Great.
True.
Talk about that. Talk about it. This crazy guy talking about chicken sandwiches is a psychopath. I have the secret sauce, right? Like that's fine too, guys. So once again, that's going to be my challenge with nutrition. What is something that you hang your hat up on and say, my nutrition is the best freaking nutrition in the world? Because if you feel that in your gut, once again, what happens? You're going to go out into the community. You're going to make connections. You're going to host a taco pizza event at your house when you're talking about your nutrition to the end user and how your nutritional strategy is going to solve all of those pain points, all of that freaking lost and stuckness that they felt. They don't need to know any of the specifics of like, what does that structured nutrition look like? So that's my uniqueness with Greenlight when it comes to nutrition, guys. Like I get really, really excited to teach people that they can have some fun with nutrition along the way and see great results. So anything else to add, Pricey, when it comes to like the uniqueness, one of the uniques when it comes to the nutrition pillar?
No, I think you nailed it. What is going to get you motivated? What is going to get you to sell so that they feel that, and everything is just so big.
Okay. Third one. Did I ever tell you that my Jerry Maguire story, Pricey?
I don't think so. Yeah.
This is how I get jacked up about my third pillar, which is going to be our mentorship. Okay. So one-on-one mentorship. If you want to work with us at Greenlight, you have to have a health mentor.
Yeah.
And I'm very like, once again, that unique is so unique. I get to disqualify people. I was at another consult earlier this week with Jordan. He's lost 30 pounds in 6 months. He does a cold plunge every morning. He has a tonal at the house. So he's doing his tonal 3 times a week. He does yoga twice a week. Like he's legitimately like not a candidate to what we do. So when I'm setting him down, I'm just like, hey brother, like here's our program. You're not really a good fit for it.
Yeah, it's not it.
You're not it. Now, because of that honesty, then guess what he did? He introduced me to a peptide doctor that lives in our area. Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's a big name in the HOA. So I made a ton of connections. But that's the thing, guys, like our one-on-one mentorship, I believe in it so much. If someone comes in and they just want to hire someone to count their reps, I politely let them know. It's like, that's just not what we do, right?
Yeah.
If their pain point's not there, I let them know. And that's a very, like, how many times does someone come in and he's like, hey, you're just not the best fit for what we do. So that's how much I believe in my third unique when it comes to that one-on-one mentor. And the reason that I believe in it so much, it's most people out there who start a fitness journey, they feel very alone when they do it.
Yep.
Period. There's no ifs, there's no ands, no buts. Most people who jump into a fitness journey, they feel very alone. So kind of where the Jerry Maguire connection is. I watched, it must have been one of my second or third times like rewatching it. It's one of my favorite movies ever. So this was like 2011. I still remember this to this day. I was watching Jerry Maguire in that scene to where it's basically like less clients. I'm going to go with less clients so I can make more impact, which I think is actually on our banner in our PTL banner. Less clients, more money, right? I had that moment where I'm like, how cool would it be if there was a fitness program out there that just focused on less instead of focusing on more, focused on less. So I remember that in 2011, and now kind of the cornerstone of what we believe in our third unique at Greenlight is what? We're about less clients. We're not looking for 150 members per club. We're not looking for 100. You give us our 50 to 70 members, then everybody wins and everybody gets 10 out of 10 service. So you can see, guys, I believe in that so much. That's our third unique, right? We get to let the world know that this is a place where you come in, you're a community, you're not going to be a number. You're going to have someone following up with you on a weekly basis or a daily basis inside of our group. You have access to all of the founders. So they have access to me, my head coach, Yadiela, Brandon, the GM, who I haven't even talked about yet, but he's a world-class chef. My amazing wife, Carrie, like they get access to all of that, and they get assigned a health mentor. So that's our third unique, guys. So I know I can just get the most time efficient workout out there in the world and keep our parents safe. I know that we have the foundation, and Brandon knows that we have the foundation with nutrition, that we can teach nutrition that is fun, that is flexible, that people they can follow forever. And I know that no one's ever going to be alone on the journey. That's exactly what Deja wanted. And that's what allows us to charge what we charge, $2,400 for a 9-week program where they get an onboarding, they get 9 one-on-ones, and they're coming in for 2 semi-private overlapping PT sessions that are 30 minutes long. It has little to do, guys, about just the time efficient workouts, nutrition, mentorship. It's just I believe in it that much. So that's going to be my challenge for you guys. It's going to the drawing board. And for the most part, I bet you have those 3 pillars too. If you're tuning in and listening, you probably have those 3 pillars. But like I challenge people, would you die for those pillars? Do you believe in them that much? Like this is gonna sound wild, like unicorns and rainbows. Like I cry over my pillars. At least like I believe the freaking world needs it that much. Like I believe that. I believe the fitness industry is broken, and I believe that us at Greenlight, we have the solution to fix it. I believe in it that much. So that's what allows me, and Brandon feels that. And hopefully all of our other franchise owners, they feel that, right? And we're all on this mission to build a movement that can go out there and change the world. And I know you guys listening, like I got into this sport, this industry to go out there and build a movement and change lives. So that's your job. That is your job today, is if you have that burning desire in your belly to go out there and impact the community and go out there and change lives, like really go look at what you do that you're most passionate about, that you do the best in your community, and then tie it into who you want to serve. Guys, it all starts there. And then if you want to hire us to where we can teach you the high ticket, process and teach you a little bit more of the skills, then fantastic. But it all starts with really doing some self-discovery and really going to the drawing board and say, who do I want to serve? And what do I do better than Dave? And that's going to be my challenge. What do I do better than Dave? What do I do better than Sheila?
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Like, because like you said, those things really speak to you, but everybody has the things that really speak to them. So of those things, what do I do better than Dave? And, that's where I come in, right? As I get to, Dave talks to you, helps you build those, really helps to get your pitch. And then I keep helping you refine on the back end and the mentorship, within our grow and our scale. Is to keep doing that and to keep really helping you. And that's my favorite thing. Like I said in the beginning of the call, what am I better than anybody in the world? I'm better at getting people down to like their core elements, their core value, and just building people up, I think between the two of us, we just have people running through walls all day long,
The goal.
And it's so much fun.
Love it. You have anything else to add? That's all I have today. I can't see. I don't know if there's any questions in the comments, or they're telling me that I'm a nutso for charging what I charge for 30-minute sessions or not. But I think I'm all soapboxed out, guys. I just really want to challenge you to get out of your comfort zone and really define like really what makes you you, and more importantly, how is that going to connect with the people that you like to serve? It truly will. It'll change the game. It will absolutely change the game for you.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else either. I think this was a fast one. I think it's very straight away. Like you said, sit down, define your uniques. If you need help, reach out. I mean, if we want to throw a thing, what would you say? And I can reach out and talk to these people. Is it uniques? 3 uniques?
I can tell you one thing, like if you want to do like a 15-minute after this, like, hey, I want one of the boys to sit down, write uniques. We also have 1 spot left for our December cohort. We're launching on Monday. I'm onboarding Travis today. So super pumped for that. That's actually coming up next. Hey, if you want to clock in and work, especially if this message really, like if this message hit at home, you're a PT, like you will fit in perfect with PTL.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a slot left. I know, Pricey, you probably have a couple spots open in the next couple of days to have a conversation. If
Oh yeah.
This message is ringing. If you've been tuning in from the sidelines and you're like, hey, I want to take the leap, like I want to work with you boys, then just write December in the comments. So uniques, if you're like, I don't want a sales conversation, I just want you guys to pump up my tires, write uniques. If you're interested in our last spot though, let's write December in the comments. Okay.
All right.
Okay, buddy. All right. Next week, Scott will be back from the pond. So I think it's the pond, right? Is that what they say?
Across the pond. Yeah. Across the pond. Yep.
So Scott will be back next week. I don't know if he'll be joining the fun, but hope you guys got some value out of this. And we are super pumped to continue working with you guys in the future.
Thanks for listening, everyone. If you are ready to start making an extra $10,000 a month or more this month by making more money with less clients and create a consistent flow of high-quality leads, you can learn about what it's like to work with me and how ridiculously affordable it is at CoachScottCarpenter.com. And if you got any value out of this episode, please pay it forward and leave a review for this show. It helps other gym owners find the answers to the huge problems that we all share. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.